Hey guys, we're back with another edition of Rabbit Motorworks. Today we're back with the bug and going to continue to do some more cleanup work. We got the axle boots on in the last video, so now we really got to get in and get all that grime out of there and fill up the transaxle with some new gear lube. So stay tuned, we'll get into it. Okay guys, so I got the bug all jacked up. I've got it up and I'm gonna start spraying it down with some of our super clean, and this stuff will dissolve it pretty well. I'll probably end up agitating it with a brush, but let it soak quite a bit just to get a good layer of grime off of the transaxle and the bottom of the motor. As you guys have probably seen in some of the previous videos, that'll help us at least understand if we've got other leaks and then where to go fix them as well too. I'm contemplating eventually taking the motor down, as it's probably going to need some resealing. I've heard folks comment about the oil cooler potentially leaking their seals there, and others. So, but yeah, before you start chasing those leaks, you got to get that motor clean so you can see where the leaks are coming from. And for my concern, at least with those axle seals being blown out, we want to make sure that we've got a full transaxle and then we're not low on fluid either, because if I start driving it around and it doesn't have any gear oil in the rear, that's going to be big problems as well too. So let's get into it. We'll start cleaning her up. Okay, got it soaking in pretty good. Everything's starting to loosen up. Go to both sides here and check it out. Yeah, lots of grease and grime in there. I'm gonna kind of let the cleaner do its thing and see what I can do to get loosened up with some water once it's sat for a little bit. And then probably come back with a second blast as well too. So yeah, safety first. Okay, well, it's taken one layer off and it's starting to loosen, but we are definitely still got a lot of grease on there. Check out here, it's definitely loosened up quite a bit. It's looking better, and especially at the top of the transaxle there was a lot of clumps. I think just the power of the water is helping too. Let's go over here and take a look. You can see it's taking a lot of stuff off of the cables and some of the other, but there's definitely some pretty large chunks around the axle and related. So I mean, this is where a pressure washer would really come in handy, which I don't have at the moment. But yeah, let's give it another shot and we'll keep cleaning. Okay guys, that's the cleaning. As you can see, I was able to get some good amount of oil off of it, and there's still quite a lot coming off of the transaxle on the bottom, but things are starting to look more, I guess, pronounced. And you know, it's been a lot of grime. I basically hit it 3 times, so there is a lot of stuff that we took off. And you can see up in here, it looks pretty good compared to how it was. It's not bad for a, a driveway project. And it's going to start showing other things that are going to need some tender loving care. I think I see something right there, some kind of a rubber seal off of the throttle cable at least. So let's look at the other side here. Yeah, quite a lot of gunk has been removed. It ain't perfect, and it's definitely got more to come off, but just loosening it, I think, with one job is a good one good thing here. So it's just starting to feel more cleaner. It's always easier to work on a cleaner machine. Let's see if we can change that transaxle oil now. So we got our handy dandy 17mm hacks. Actually had this left over from the BMW, and I got a gallon of Master Pro from O'Reilly and a pump that's starting to see better days that I've repaired multiple times. But let's see if we can get those plugs out. Okay, that's loosening up. And so is that. Let's make sure we can get the top one out too. Easy peasy. Other than the yeah, that comes out easy. Well, it's definitely dark. I wouldn't say it's horrible. Awesome. Well, there's definitely magnets on each one of these plugs, and there's some stuff on there, so we'll clean those off before we put them back in. Well, it's not everything coated like it was. And now things I think are loose. Might be time to invest in a pressure washer. Alright, so that's our fill plug. And that looks pretty clean. So here's our plugs. This is the front plug. I already kind of took some of it off. Here's the back plug, so you can see there's some metal stuff on it. So let's clean that up. Okay, nice and clean plugs. Well, for the most part, I hit them with gum out too. This one's got a little bit more on it, but I'm gonna get it out of there before I put it on. But I think we'll clean it up and get her on. Better, nice clean magnet plugs. Okay. So we're still draining a bit. Okay, so we got our plug is ready to go in. We got our gear oil and our pump contraption. No, that tip doesn't want to slide in anywhere. Great. So I might have to just hold it there, which is going to be a bit of a contraption here. So here we go with the pump-a-thon here. Woo! I think we're good. Starting to flow over. Cool. Okay. So now if we can somehow perfect position that in there to prevent more spillage. Yeah. We got a full plug in now. Let's get this plug in. There we go. Okay, that's snug. Okay, so we got about probably used about almost a full jug. Looks like we got a quart left. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Bunch of work cleaning and all that grease and grime off. The more and more work we put in it, though, the cleaner it gets. That gear axle oil definitely needed to be changed. It was a kind of a brown, murky, with a little shimmy to it. So hope you guys all watched today's video and enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you like the videos, and keep up on the latest content. Follow me on Instagram if you like, at Rabbit Motorworks. And again, thanks for watching. Peace.